And he's like, you got to meet him. He's like, he was the guest speaker. And he was like, he's got tattoos like you. He's been to jail like you. He was on drugs like you. And now he runs this faith based 20-step outpatient counseling business in Waveland, um, called the Escape Addiction. And I was telling him about you, and he wants to meet you. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And he gives me his, but he's like, all right, well, here, take his card. So I take his card. 3 months later, I'm doing good, still declining church. No, my oldest daughter calls. Now, I had a daughter when I was 19, and somewhere along the way, her mom had perceived me to be the enemy and built really high walls around her, and rightfully so. And I hadn't heard from her a long time, and um, all of a sudden, man, my mom comes in there and she says, Kayla called. And I was like, what? I was tripping. I was like, oh man, if there was ever a time for her to call, this is the time. And so I call her back, and man, I was all excited. Like I went up to cloud nine right then. And then when I called her, she was like, hey, I'm studying to be a paramedic. You don't know that. Um, I know the last time we talked, I was really mean to you. But we're learning about overdoses. And I know you're a drug addict, and you'll probably die. And so I just didn't want the last thing that I ever said to be mean to you. So I love you, but I don't ever want to talk to you again. And she hung up. And man, I didn't know how to handle that.